Development Institute of India. He began his career in an audit firm, and being passionate about entrepreneurial career in waste and environment management, he joined Reliance Fibers. He initiated the Wealth Out of Waste project and organized a professional waste collection pilot program in Ahmedabad. Today he will be sharing with us his model on solid waste management. Please could we have you here, sir?
Hello to everyone. My name is Vikrant. Am I audible? We are into waste management. Waste management is related to environment, actually. And when we use this word, nature, these kind of images normally come to our mind. Good pictures, rivers, sides, mountains, forest, land, good pictures. But actually, this is not the place we live normally. We live in our cities, and our cities are not like this. It is a very different picture. This is where we live. This is the reality. And I have a lot, many such pictures to show you today. We normally, those nice pictures which we have seen earlier, we go on vacations, and we spend a major portion of our lifetime living in these kind of cities, right? And we are still like, we have to find out that how we can make our cities better, livable. And also we have to understand other things also, what we humans have done to the nature. This is again a very gloomy picture, industrial pollution. What pollution? With some major problems. And we have seen it very recently, it was in Bombay. And so we can see that this environmental degradation is so much visible. Again, a very abruptive facts to share with you. Some facts not all of us know that recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees, or 20 trees roughly, and 7,000 gallons of water. 60 kg of waste paper saves 1 tree. 1 glass of bottle, if we recycle it, saves enough energy, electricity to light a 100-watt bulb for 4 days. Recycle 1 ton of plastic saves around 1,000 to 2,000 gallons of gasoline. Good facts actually about what is the benefit of recycling, and some more facts about India. Current waste paper recovery rate in India is just 25% around. We have established capacity of paper production around 8.5 million tons paper, and we are able to recover only 25%. Out of this 25%, we are just recycling 1.4 million tons. And by 2025, as per the current situation, India's paper consumption is estimated at 26 million tons. So, when you correlate this with these facts, that 1 ton of paper means 17 or 20 trees, you can very well imagine the impact of consumption of paper alone, let alone everything, not talk about plastic or other things. Our city, Ahmedabad, we generate 2,500 to 2,700 metric ton of waste daily, and out of it, almost 40% is recyclable waste, paper, plastic, because in India, we have not yet adopted a habit of keeping 2 dustbins at home. We all use invariably 1 bin at our home. It is a very well practiced, established in Europe and US, but we are not doing its very simple work. And what is the scenario of waste management in our country currently, or in this city also, not an exception, that some waste cleared by municipality, because it is their responsibility, we can say. Some waste cleared by kabadiwala for commercial reasons, and some, again, waste cleared by the rag pickers. So this is the current scenario or the pictures of waste management in India, pan-India. These are landfill sites, rag pickers and kabadiwalas pictures. This is, again, a very normal picture on the streets we see. Another dimension of this problem I would like to attract your attention is that informal sector is very much active in waste management in India. We call it rag pickers or kabadiwala people. We don't have any recognition from government to these people. Though they clear a lot of waste quantity-wise every day from streets. When they start working, actually, we are sleeping at that time. They start working in the morning around say 4 a.m. right, and they have done with their activity by 8 a.m. and they are back to their homes in their slums. And recently, due to privatization and mechanization of waste management by municipal corporation, again across India, it is a trend. We see that they have also been complaining through their associations that it has impacted their income because now that waste, that private party which has been given this contract is paid on the basis of the weight they transfer and they transport to the landfill site. So of course, that quantity is not available to them now. So they're complaining about it. Issues of safety gear, space problems at their home, keeping that waste and then segregating it in very hazardous conditions, and then they sell it to the local dealers, who again is a exploiter majorly. So this has created a problem for them, who have been doing it very silently. Next. So what is the problem as a whole if we try to see it? That government spends a lot of money on waste management. A lot of recyclable waste material like paper plastic still goes to landfill site because we do not have 2 dustbin systems installed at our home. Rag pickers are losing daily money. And people work in hazardous conditions while handling waste, very much visible, we all know. The person who comes to our house for daily collecting waste daily, you can very well see the way and the method through which he works and the condition, his own appearance. And then Indian recycling industry, in Ahmedabad only we are almost losing around 700 metric ton of recyclable material per day. And at the same time, Indian recycling industry imports raw material, and when we are consuming very important foreign exchange for it. And then these recycling facts which I have shared, that one tree consumes around 20 or 17 trees, you can see that its impact on natural resources. Well, as a civilized society, what we are currently doing, we think the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle. If we talk about the first 2 points, reduce and reuse, normally ये सब चीज़ें थोड़ा it sounds like preaching actually, कि आप बोलेंगे किसी को कि आप reduce करें, reuse करें. But yes, recycling is a very good option. But for to make recycling happen in our country, I think waste segregation at source is the one basic step, which we have not yet been, we tried actually, government tried, municipalities tried to educate people on it, create awareness, but it's not happening still. There are individual micro level people who are doing it, but we are not doing it at mass level, and then again, it dies down after some time. Segregation of waste at source means simple things. Dry waste we keep in different bin or bag you have, like paper, plastic, glass articles, iron, metals. We as a society are already doing partial segregation, like whatever we can sell to Pastiwala, we keep it in segregated manner. But still, as we have seen that around 500 to 600 metric ton of recyclable material goes to landfill site daily. And then wet waste, vegetable peels, fruit peels, plants, leaves, etc., etc. These grain waste, still it is also a problem because the size of the city is growing very fast, and then we have to think about it because handling this kind of waste means a lot of money. And after me, Mr. Prashant Pandya, who is also into Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, has been my guide also, will tell you what kind of financial implication for this kind of project is on government to handle this waste. Next, please. We have started, we are a very young organization, WoW Gujarat. What we have done is, we have tried to incentivize this behavior of waste segregation at source. We have done a pilot project here, and now we are in the process of scaling it up. Next, please. Well, this logo means that two bins for two separate stream of waste. Next, please. It's in terms of what we are doing. We pay 2 rupees a kg for dry waste from household to incentivize their waste segregation behavior if they keep their waste in bag given by us. So we buy that waste and we have our separate collection system for it, for collecting this waste. And if people keep it in segregated fashion. And we are doing it to increase recycling rate in India. If we say that paper recovery rate in India is 25%, but if we compare it with the best rates in world, in Germany this rate is more than 70%. In Scandinavian region it is around 80%. In US only it is 65%. And then India we are at 25%. We have to increase this recovery rate. Recycling per se is not a problem in India, but creating a reliable, dependable collection system, professional collection system is a problem. Where we have to work with all these segments like households, government organization, corporates, school institution, commercial, wherever we all are, human beings' footprint is, we create waste. Like, in this hall today only we have, we are still creating today also waste, like paper waste, like food waste we have just created. So all the places where we live, we work, we create waste. And this habit of waste segregation, we are trying to create in younger generation. We are working with the schools also. And this, we are trying to educate people and be ecologically and environmentally responsible. Next, please. We have done this pilot study in Jodhpur satellite area. And it showed to us that if we went to each and every household one-to-one. I talked to 1,000 homes myself, talked to house ladies. And what we found over a period of 6 months, we tracked the data, waste coming out of every home for 6 months. That what is the waste coming out of each and every home, what is its composition, and what is the frequency. And what we realized that 60 to 70% people started keeping their waste in segregated manner. Rather, they started expecting us to be regular. Because, again, in order to make it viable collection system, we have to fix a schedule of collection. But some people's bag would fill earlier, and then they will start calling us on our number. We are like, these are issues, operational issues, but we handle that. But the important part was that people changed their behavior. They were already knowing it. The point was that they were not having a dependable collection system, and the person who can give guarantee that yes, if you keep their waste in segregated manner, it will be handled that way only. This is our setup, very basic setup. Next, please. This is the way we